Hello, we lost 3-2 at home to Brighlingsea Regent today. I'm with manager Leigh Dynan. There's a 1-year-old's birthday party in the background, but I think we'll be heard over it. Leigh, I mean, it was a bit of a mess today. I don't know where to begin in picking it apart, but the first half, apart from the equaliser, it seemed kind of sluggish, hesitant. It wasn't probably the fast, proactive start that you told the players to engage in. Is that fair?
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I thought we was nervous, reacted to stuff rather than getting on the ball and making stuff happen. And yeah, it was just a poor first half, if I'm being honest. Took the goal. We had a good chance in the first couple of minutes and half chance, and then they've gone and scored. I think it was probably their first chance on goal, wasn't it? And I thought we were just sloppy. We were second to everything in the first half, and just too much space, giving too much space and time on the ball. Then obviously we got the equaliser, and I thought, right, we'll kick on now. We know what we can do on the ball, and it never really happened. We never really got going in the first half at all.
And over the two halves, 3 poor goals. I mean, all 3.
I've just said that. Yeah. Horrendous goals. They're all men in there, and they've got to take it on the chin when they've put a bad performance in. And I think you could only maybe say 2 or 3 could hold their heads high and say they played what they could play today. We had too many that were missing. Instead of in there, people might say that I've signed individual players here, but I know I haven't, and I've told them they know that they can work well as a team. Tuesday night, last Saturday, a couple of performances in pre-season, you can see what they can do, but they've got to understand teams are going to come here and just pull it on us all the time. And to be fair to Brightlinsea today, they was in our faces, they was in the ref's ear all the time, and they just wanted a battle. They didn't want us to get on the ball and get into a flow. You can see what their game plan was, and it went well for them. I mean, having said that though, we've come away 3-2 and we've had 2 men sent off, and after said to them there, with 10 men, we were the better team. We woke up, started winning first, second balls again, and moving the ball forward quicker rather than sending it long. I don't know where that's come from. We've just spoke of that. Don't know why it's gone long. We started going long in the second half. Sorry, in the first half. But that's not our game. That's not what we're about. And
what about the balance of the midfield? I mean, McCauley's obviously to come back in. He's been injured, but Lamont sitting deep. Is that the plan for the season, or is he just there until we rejig?
Aaron played as a 4 last year for Churro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played him an 8 and a 10. Further up the pitch in pre-season. It just doesn't suit him. The 4 suits him. But we had Manu missing today. We had Sean McCauley. We had Leo Chambers, and that's 3 players through the spine of the team. You know what I mean? So take nothing away though. We've got players in there that are like for like on ability. We've got a good group in there, and I've just said to them, nothing's going to be given to you. You can't be coming out to a football pitch and just thinking because you are who you are that you're going to have the divine right to walk away 3 points. You've got to battle harder this year than probably did the last couple of years in the teams that you've been in, because everyone's going to want to take the points of you. They're going to be up for it.
Was it a fine call deciding between Sean Lucien and Mohamed Dufal to come in off the left? You signed Lucien this week, it was confirmed, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sean's been here a couple of weeks, but yeah, he was signed.
But it was between the 2 of them to start, presumably on the left. I mean, are you saying to both of them, look, I haven't decided who's going to start each week, you need to show me that you're good?
I don't know my best 11 at the moment, and that's, I mean, we've had this group together 6 weeks, so I don't know who the best 11 is at the moment. All I do know is that when you bring off somebody that hasn't been maybe had the best game, or you bring off somebody because he's worked hard, you put on the same quality of player, and that's what we've got. We've got strength in depth. People might be a bit funny because we lost 3-2. But I promise you, we didn't get into second, third gear today at all. We just held onto the ball too long. We didn't move it 1 touch, 2 touch to create space, and we literally, we played into their hands. They're a hard-working team. I said that in my notes from last year. I remember them. They all work their socks off, and every time, especially the first half in the midfield, we'd go for the second ball, and they get it. They'd be first to it, and I just felt that we were second best today up until the last 10 minutes. I
mean, they were also a team who were canny, which is one way to describe number 5. But what 5 did was, I mean, we've seen quite a lot of gamesmanship at this level over a number of seasons, and we shout and scream behind the goal. But 5 kind of rolling over in the box like that. I mean, sometimes I wonder why sides don't just laugh at him and move on But we, as fans and the players themselves, we let ourselves get riled up by it,
Well,
because it led a couple of minutes later to a kind of chaos.
Well, it's emotions, isn't it? And you get drawn into the game. It's a passionate game. People love it.
But it was extraordinary what was going on, right?
Right, listen, I'm not going to get into it. I thought there were some really, really wrong decisions today from the start, and that didn't help as the game started to progress, especially in the second half. And I've said to you, why have you run 50 yards and gone into the box to get involved and say you're on a yellow? You just got a yellow card, and I feel that first yellow card wasn't a yellow card. The guy's run into him, and he couldn't get out of the way. He was just on the inside our own half. He didn't know where to go, and the guy's run into him, and he's been given a yellow card for that. I mean, there was some wrong decisions today. I thought it was poor. The situation was poor with some decisions that were made. There was even one down to when he's given Dynan, he's given him a yellow card. When the keeper plays that puts the ball on the floor, that's now in play, and he's given a yellow card, and he's got the rule wrong there. It's when the ball's thrown from his hands up. That's why it's still the keeper's ball. When it wasn't, it was thrown down, and he spoke to us after time, said, "Oh, maybe I got that wrong," and I'll go and look. But that's too late. You've given us a yellow card for a player that didn't have to deserve a yellow card. But I take that away. We've played in the last 10 minutes, like I say, with 10, then 9 men. I thought we were the better team. We were trying to create that to get that equaliser. I thought Leigh was a stone cold penalty. You guys was nearer than what I was. Why would he go down? He's beat the player and he's in, and he's been brought down inside the 18-yard box. And then we've had again, was it 2? We got in behind we had Leigh just takes a touch and shoots, and he doesn't. And then Mohamed Foul could have got the equaliser right at the end of the death of the game. But it's fine margins, isn't it? We've played poorly, lost 3-2 at home, but we'll bounce back, and we'll go again on Tuesday against Pottsville.
But finally, is there a bit of pressure about the place that you saw in the players that surprised you? You've had a long pre-season with them, but it's only when you play a competitive game and there's a bit of expectation on it that you see how players react. So did you learn something today from?
Yeah, of course I did. I learned that some players, if they start off poorly, they find it hard to recover. I won't mention players, but they find it hard to recover, and I know these certain players very, very well. The ones that I'm talking about now, but it's this case that they need to learn to deal with that, and they need to learn to get themselves into the game. If they make one mistake or 2 mistakes, they just put that to bed and they carry on. And what's frustrating for me is that in the last 10 minutes, these certain players have come alive. And that's confidence. I don't know why that's like that.
Or maybe pressure off because we're 3-1 down or whatever.
Whatever it is, I mean, they should go out there, good quality players, go out there and enjoy the game, but make the right decisions. I just felt some of the players were just way off it today.
All right, so Tuesday.
Tuesday, Pottsville. Mate.